Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with the collective reading. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for that, for all the ways that you love me. Look, I've been MIA for a little bit, I know, for a couple of days, but I had to catch up on the private reads, which are very important to me. Your information is always very important to me, helping you out as much as I can. Thank you so much for all the ways you've been keeping me busy. And so here I am for you for a reading. It is an all signs reading. That means that no matter what your sign is here, it's not time stamped because it's for all the signs. So I'm just going to read, and I will call out the signs and symbols as you need to know them. And we will put together a reading here and find out what is going on. What energy are you bringing us today for the collective, please? What energy do we have for the collective? Collective. I closed my eyes and I just saw a poppy. Poppies. For me, poppies are always representative of veterans, honoring veterans. Somebody could be a veteran. If you are, thank you for your service. All right. So we've got luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side, silver linings. It's pointing to the edge of this new moon, right? You can just barely see the new moon. It's like the luck is on your side. It's like as soon as the new moon is done, which I believe is on the 16th, that there is going to be some sort of a silver lining or a lucky streak or something that feels fortunate. Sagittarius energy here. We've got don't let your past hold you back. South Node, your hard work is paying off. And new moon in Capricorn. And then we've got show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. I like it. Your hard work is paying off. It's about time to show them the real you. I think that the real you has stopped holding on to things from the past. I feel like you've made peace with it mostly, though. That's what this says to me here, that you've made peace with it, that you see the silver lining, that it feels like the archer is pointing the way to the light for you to tell you that, you know, things happen for you and not against you. So don't let the past hold you back. It was meant for it to be a lesson and not meant for a place for you to stay. You've really been working hard here. And I feel like it's like you've been working hard on yourself, because show the world the real you. It feels like you now are not holding back. You're going to show them the whole unicorn. I like it. Yeah. Just listening. Just give it to them. Like Aquarius is, look, I know Aquarius because my mother was Aquarius. Just say what you feel. You have to do it. And the ones who love you for saying what you feel are going to hang around, and I'm not going to even be sugarcoating it at all. There's going to be some people who are going to drop away because they can't handle that you really like who you are, and now you are showing the world who you are. But look, why wouldn't you? You've been working really hard on yourself, and your hard work is about to pay off. For some of you, it could be a financial payoff. For others of you, it's that you've been working on the self, and you've decided that you're no longer going to let things hold you back, especially things from the past, because I think that you're making peace with the past. You're like, okay, well, maybe that had to happen in order for the next thing to happen. So confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So confident as a lion, right? The king of the jungle. No one else comes onto the turf. For the king of the jungle will let you know if you're allowed to be there or not. It's kind of bossed up energy to me. Leo and Aquarius together, that's a deadly combination for someone who's like putting a line in the sand and saying, try me. Yeah, that's what that energy says to me there. All right, let's take a look. Let's get some tarot on it. I like it so far, collective. Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Tell me, please. Tell me more about the collective, please. What do we need to know? We have the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So we have the luck is on your side here. You're looking at the silver lining, realizing that there's still time to invest. Invest in you, invest in life, get a new job. I feel like that you've allowed too long for things that didn't work out for you, that held you to your past. The Five of Pentacles is, I feel like you kind of go over the lack of it, that you kind of live in a place of, I wish that would have worked, it didn't work, but it may have been my fault. Like it feels like a place of lack. It could be also for some of you lack of finances. Don't let the past hold you back. Just because you have only ever lived in maybe 5 generations of people who only ever had enough, just enough, it's time for you to not to let your past hold you back. Just because you grew up in poverty doesn't mean you have to live in poverty. The Five of Pentacles tells me that it's what is in your past is a lot of lack, disconnection, feeling disconnected. What I want to say is luck being on your side and all things being positive, that 5 and 1 is 6. And so I think that you're working past this. I think you're moving past this, this thing that was holding you back. I think what was holding you back was 5 Pentacles, that you felt in lack, that you didn't have enough money. That's the card of scarcity, right? I'm not enough. I don't have enough. I'll never have enough. It's like always feeling like there's never, it's the Debbie Downer attitude. The universe is listening. You're listening to yourself and the universe is listening. If you keep telling the universe you can't have it, the universe is always going to agree with you. And if you tell the universe that you can have it, the universe will agree with you. Your hard work is paying off. I feel like you've been hiding yourself away. That's what it feels like. It almost feels like somebody has been in hermit mode or hiding themselves away, working really hard by themselves. The moon energy is here. I'm not showing anybody who I am. Like it almost feels like you're going to be emerging as a new person here, a new abundant person. 7 of Pentacles. Throwing the seeds of intention and allowing them to grow, nurturing them. You've been nurturing the self and you've not been showing anybody who you are. I really feel like you've been through some sort of a cycle of just being completely alone. But, you know, in the lonely, like in the alone time is where you really learn the most about yourself. I feel like you're digging deep into the moon energy. I feel like there's still some things that you don't see that are coming toward you in a benefit. Like Capricorn is abundant. They're very good in business. They're very good with their pentacles as well. They're business owners, like big business owners. You know what I mean? Capricorn is go big or go home. And this moon energy is telling me that your hard work is about to pay off, but you actually don't see how much. You really don't realize the abundance because the moon is hiding it. And you have been working very hard on you, on yourself. We have the 9 of Swords. Why is that? Because of the 4 of Swords. So you're worrying about communication that is not being had right now. It's a worry of, why is this person silent with me? The 4 of Swords is that. It is, I feel like this person's been healing is what I want to say. So if you have not had communication with someone and you've been silent, like this person, it feels like this person's not communicating with you. So you're taking this time to work on yourself and it's really beautiful. But the 9 of Swords tells me that you have worry because you haven't heard from this person at all. And if you have, it's been very sketchy, like maybe 2 months between texts or something. We've got the 5 of Wands. So the worry is that there's other people, there's competition, and that's why you haven't heard from this person. I think you are going to get your justice. Libra just showed up, and the 6 of Cups. So I think regardless of whether or not you're worried about why this person is quiet with you, the 5 of Wands is telling me that it's probably because there is a lot of competition. I don't think your person is as interested in you as they are interested in everybody. So I feel like you are going to get justice, and it's going to end up in the 6 of Cups. You are going to meet somebody, I feel, who is a soulmate. That's what it feels like. But I think you worry about it. I think you feel like you're going to spend the rest of your days alone. Luck is on your side. Your money's about to get good. I'm just saying, your money's about to get good. And for those of you who perform for a living, your money is about to go off the chain. I feel like if you're somebody who is a performer or someone who is very external, like I want to say that you make people laugh, or maybe you're an actor or a play, like a stage actor, like maybe you're on Broadway. I don't know what it is, but it feels like this Ace of Pentacles energy is telling me that with Sagittarian energy attached to it, luck is on your side and your money's about to change your life. You're about to either get the part, or they like your music, or they call you back for another set, or whatever it is. It feels almost creative like. Sagittarius is that. We have the Nine of Wands. It's going to freak you out. I feel like you've been given so many promises before about things that were going to happen, and they've just ended up in disappointment for you, which is added to the heavy load that you carry. I think that the Nine of Wands tells me that you have been hurt a lot as it pertains to the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe people have taken you for money. Maybe you've just been the person who has just barely lived with enough for the end of the month. Maybe you've gone through generations of that. But it feels like you have a fear of things getting really good. Really good, really fast, because you're the person who's going to say, wait, put the brakes on it. Is it really what it is? Or am I imagining it? It's like you don't yet trust your gut. You're in the moon energy. You don't realize that the reason that it's coming in, that the ship is coming in, is because you've been doing all the hard work on you. This is Pisces and Cancer energy, by the way. Got the Two of Pentacles. I really do feel that the past has given you growth. And I don't mean to tell any of you that the past should have been terrible and horrible and awful. I don't, because this is the wounded warrior. This is someone who has trauma from their past. This is the Two of Pentacles is telling me that it feels like you stay really busy in your life in order to not think about some of the things that come to revisit you from this Nine of Wands here. I want to say you stay busy because of that, but also I want to say that whatever happened here really gave you growth. We've got 3 and 2 is 5, right? Oh, sorry, 5 and 2 is 7, I meant to say. 5 and 2 is 7, and that's 7 Pentacles, and that's here. This is the thing that's been building the growth for you. So I'm sorry to say that whatever went on back here was to grow you to this point where you could be strong enough to be able to get out there with your craft, to get on and tell one more set of jokes, to get on, to get a regular gig somewhere if you're a musician. Like, it feels like it's something creative to me. It doesn't have to be, but that's the way it feels to me. It feels like you need a break. I feel like it was all supposed to be that way. It's all bringing you to this place of this whatever's in the moon energy here. So you've been working really hard on yourself. I feel like one of the things you're going to be rewarded with, the growth, is going to be a soulmate. Now, this could be someone who you've known for a very long time, or someone who's attached to you from another lifetime. But I feel like working on yourself, or whatever you've been working on, is about to pay off in terms of your manifestation coming in. You're going to get what you've been asking for, but you don't see it because the moon energy is here. I feel that you are attached to this emotionally. So you've been working either on yourself to be a better you so you can attract the person who you're trying to attract. But I feel like what you don't see is there's a soulmate coming, and it's being given to you almost like a reward because you've worked so hard on yourself. And that's why it's important to show the real you, because listen, if you look great on the outside, but you're an asshole on the inside, what do you think you're going to attract? You're going to attract the assholes attracted to you. You know what I mean? So it really is important that you really know who you are, because you're attracting what is you. You're attracting who you are, not what you want. So the Tower here is what is coming in. It's the realization of what is in the moon energy. And I feel because of your growth is why the Tower comes here. It feels almost like a reveal, like it's you're going to be showing who you really are, the real you. And I love that, because the only way that you can call in what you want is by being that thing. Yeah. The Six of Swords. moving away from the chaos and into the calm. It feels like all the hard work is over. It feels like that this is mercy, and it comes to break down the illusion of scarcity. I never had enough. I never was enough. I feel like you are working on yourself, and the universe is throwing the tower to say enough. Enough. You've built enough of an illusion here. It's time for the tower to fall so you can really figure out who you are. And I think you like who you are. You're a hard worker. You're someone who's growing. You're always in a growth pattern. I feel like you're someone who's become patient. You're responding and not reacting. I think you're someone who is far better. You're like, nope, that's good. 6 and 8 is 23. Let's just move along. Like, you're just going to say to people, it's okay. We're just going to move along. I think that you're more invested in yourself now than you are with anyone else. I feel like anything that feels like chaos or drama to you is out. I do feel it. Tell me about what the tower is exposing, what's in the moon energy. Wow. I wasn't going to take them because it felt like a lot, but then when I got my hands on them, it's like, no, I got to take them. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. What you've been waiting for is a commitment. And for some of you, you've been waiting for a commitment from the Empress. For some of you, you are the Empress and you're waiting on this commitment. I feel like that's what's in the moon energy. Then we have the Magician and the Three of Cups. You've manifested it all. Here comes some sort of communication, or you may get some sort of an invitation. Somebody might ask you out directly, or maybe a friend asks you out and asks someone else to come to the party. You meet them there. It could be an event kind of thing, but manifestation is here on the table. And I feel like you either are manifesting the Empress and wanting long-term connection and a commitment with that person, or either you are the Empress or you are the person who is approaching the Empress. It's time to get some reciprocity here. It's time to make things even, to make things balanced. Tell me what was holding you back in the past. Yeah, the thing is what was holding you back in the past, it feels like that, where you were, it was kind of balanced energy. And I always see Libra, when it comes up in the sign, whether it's sun, moon, or rising, it's like, depending on where it comes up is dependent upon what you will do in order to get your balance. That's how it feels to me as an energetic reader. So, for instance, if Libra shows up in your moon, you will do anything to get balance. And that means eliminating people, getting drama out of your life. Like, you'll eliminate anything you have to in order to make it a beautiful, sort of justified, leveled sort of energy. I feel like with the past holding you back, is that you got this balance, I think, but it was a place of your own imprisonment. It feels like you get there and then it's the Four of Cups and then you wait and you feel disconnected and I don't know how to reconnect. How am I going to reconnect here? Well, I feel like the reconnection comes in the growth. Yeah, the Seven Pentacles. The reconnection comes in the growth. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. We've got the two here. Tell me what's going to change your life. I think this person that I'm talking about here is someone you already know, whether you are the Empress or they are. I think this is someone you already know. This is Libra and Taurus, by the way. We've got Taurus here as well. And we've got the Magician, who is Aquarius. No, not Aquarius. Not for me. It is Aries. Sorry. Aries and Taurus, maybe. I'm feeling Taurian energy here. I'm feeling Earth energy, maybe not Taurian energy. We've also got Scorpio here, by the way. All right, I just want to know what people are going to say about the real you. What's this? Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. You know what's happening here is you're coming. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm going to let it show. I'm coming out, right? It feels like, that's the lyric, of course, and it feels like it feels like you're coming out. So for some of you, you could very much be coming out, like just showing people who you are and who you love is who you love. Or for others of you, it feels like you're going to get a second chance for ships coming in that you haven't seen in a long time. These are ships you're familiar with, but ships you haven't seen in a while nonetheless. The Knight of Pentacles tells me it's been a long time since ships came in for you. But I want to say it's the fact that you are showing the world who you really are. The real you is what is creating this abundance, what is creating the opportunity. The judgment's available for you because now you are authentic. You are making decisions that are the best for you. And I think that you are going to have some people contact you that you haven't heard from in a long time. And that sort of tells us that we're in Mercury retrograde shadow, right? It feels like whatever you've been doing to work on yourself is really giving you a bunch of freedom to move. And I mean move in your mind. I feel like you are moving forward in a much easier and more flowing way than you used to. Your hard work is paying off. You're about to get a message from somebody that is going to be really great. It feels like it comes when you're not expecting it. It feels like somebody needs to tell you something or tell their side. Temperance is here, which makes me feel like it's something that is going to make you really excited, but you're going to act like it doesn't. It feels like it's somebody who contacts you after a very long time, like I'm talking years, like years and years. Maybe 6 years. We've got all these pentacles here, right? 7 years maybe for some of you, 10. All right. We've got the Four of Swords and we've got the World card with the Star. Somebody's hopeful that you have left the cycle open here. I think it's the King of Wands. They want to know if they have unfinished. It feels like there's unfinished business here, but they want to know if the cycle is open because you're waiting for them to come back. They're hopeful, I feel, that the cycle is still open, even though there's been silence. Some of you are dealing with King of Wands, who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This is someone who cut this whole thing off at the knees, it feels like. Yep, they just threw their sword, and wherever it landed, it looks like it ended up severing a friendship. That's what it looks like. It ends up severing a friendship, and we got to talk about it. I feel somebody's going to take action, maybe an Aries possibly, but I feel like when the Aries is in, or sorry, when the Emperor's in the room, so are all the kings, right? Same with the Empress. When the Empress is in the room, so are all the queens. So it really could be any of the signs. All right, let's find out who we're talking about. I will let you go. Please tell me about the person who is watching or their person. Give us some details to let them know that we are talking about them. We've got eights. I want to say that things are just around the corner. 8 and 2 is 10. So there's like, I feel 2 weeks, 2 months, possibly. It's right around the corner. You're going to be reaping the benefits of hard work. Oh my gosh. It says right here, your hard work is paying off, right? So that's exactly where we're at right now. We're at this place right now. I feel like you are going to be getting this communication or a phone call or something. The tower's dropping and it's bringing some sort of an invite or communication from someone who's going to give you reciprocity. If you're feeling that, it's on the way. It's right here. On the full moon, y'all. The next full moon is coming up at the end of the month. It is the blue moon. It's like once in a blue moon, right? Things are purging. This month is setting the tone for the rest of the year, and you're cutting out some things. You're closing other chapters. It feels like there is a full moon and water sign. It feels like this is going to be a very sort of emotional time for you, possibly over the full moon, but you could be dealing with a water sign over the full moon for some of you. I feel like that you understand or feel in your intuition that something significant is happening around the full moon. And it might be because you have some psychic energy. We've got Sagittarius here, by the way. coming up against Sagittarius. So I feel like you have some psychic energy here. Cancer, possibly. There is a major attraction between you and someone else. They could be a mother, or maybe you are. This person you believe is the soulmate. They could have a Gemini placement and possibly have lighter skin than you. We have darker skin. Yeah, so one of you has lighter skin, one of you has darker skin. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you're different ethnicities, but it definitely could mean that. I'm Irish. I don't tan very well. You know what I mean? Like, it could be somebody who tans really well. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to definitely be an ethnic difference, but it definitely could be that. I feel like this person is your person. The soulmate, the Gemini, is giving me lover's vibes. I feel like this person is the person. The communication that you get, I feel like you either meet the Empress there, or you are the Empress who gets the communication. Pisces, you know it in your gut. You already know. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. My collective, I love you so. I'm out for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.